Okay, let's unpack this. You're a new entrepreneur, you've got these brilliant ideas, you're ready to connect, but then social media hits you. It feels huge, right? Like, where do you even begin?
Oh, definitely. It's a really common feeling. You see all these platforms, all this noise.
Yeah, it's like trying to learn a dozen languages at once. And if you're feeling that way, maybe wanting a bit of a leg up, take some of the guesswork out of boosting your profiles, you might check out a site like rapidboost.net.
That sense of overwhelm is real for so many. As starting out, it can feel like you're just, throwing things out there, hoping something connects.
Totally. Random acts of social media.
Exactly. And that's why having a real focus, a clear idea of what you're actually trying to achieve is just so vital.
Absolutely. And that's what we're diving into today. We looked at this great guide, 10 essential social media marketing tips every beginner entrepreneur needs to know, and we're pulling out the real gems to help fast-track things online.
Kind of a roadmap, maybe?
Yeah, think of it like that, a roadmap to build your brand without all that painful trial and error. Because honestly, who has time for that?
Right. And social media, it's not just some add-on anymore, is it? It's often the main place potential customers first find you, first interact.
It's fundamental.
It really is. I mean, think about this stat from Data Reportal. Over 5 billion active social media users globally.
5 billion, wow.
Yeah, that's like, what, over 62% of the whole world connected? For an entrepreneur, that's basically where your market lives online.
Okay, makes sense. So tip number 1 in the guide, start with a clear social media marketing strategy. Sounds basic, but what does clear actually mean here? It's more than get more followers, right?
Oh, much more. It means tying your social goals directly to your actual business goals.
Right.
Using that SMART framework helps. Are your goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of just like boost brand awareness, it's more increase mentions using our brand hashtag by 15% this quarter. Something concrete.
Right, because it's so easy to chase those vanity metrics, the likes, the follower count.
Yeah.
They feel good, but do they actually, do anything?
Exactly. They don't always translate to dollars and cents or foot traffic or whatever your real goal is. You need metrics that show impact, like click-throughs to your site or leads generated, maybe actual sales. Take that Cafe Verde example in the guide. They had decent Instagram likes, but it wasn't bringing people in, so they shifted focus.
What did they track instead?
They started tracking redemptions of coupon codes they shared only on social. Simple shift.
Yeah.
And they saw a 20% jump in actual foot traffic in 3 months. Tangible results tied directly to that change in focus.
Okay, that really makes the point. Measure what matters. Got it.
Yeah.
Tip 2, get to know your audience inside out. Again, sounds obvious, but how do you really do that as a newbie?
Well, it's deeper than just age and location, It's about building real customer personas. What keeps them up at night? What are they hoping to achieve? What problems are they trying to solve right now?
And crucially, where are they online?
Exactly. And why are they there? Are they scrolling TikTok for quick entertainment? Are they on LinkedIn for professional insights? Instagram for visual ideas? The why is key.
So it's not just fitness enthusiasts, 30 years old. It's Sarah, 30, scrolls Instagram Reels for quick workout ideas between meetings, but reads longer articles on wellness blogs on weekends. That level of detail.
Precisely. And you don't have to guess. The platforms themselves give you data, Facebook Insights, Instagram Analytics. They show you who's engaging, when they're online.
Useful.
Very, but also just listen. Pay attention to comments, questions, see what people are saying on your competitors' pages too. What are the recurring themes, the frustrations?
Good point, which kind of leads into tip 3. Pick the right platforms, not the most platforms. It's so tempting to just sign up for everything, isn't it?
Oh, totally. The fear of missing out is strong. But the guide is smart here. Go where your audience actually is. Spreading yourself too thin usually means you do a kind of job everywhere.
Right. Better to be great on 1 or 2 relevant platforms than invisible on 5.
Exactly. Focus your energy. So, B2B often thrives on LinkedIn. Visual brands might kill it on Instagram or TikTok. Facebook still has massive reach for lots of groups. Find your people's hangout.
And that wellness coach example they mentioned, they were trying to do Facebook, Insta, LinkedIn, felt scattered.
Yeah.
But they noticed the real connection, the good conversations were happening on Instagram stories and their LinkedIn articles. So they doubled down there.
Smart move. Consistency and real engagement on the right platforms beat sporadic posting everywhere, every time.
Makes sense. Okay, tip 4, create content that delivers value. This feels like a big one. It's easy to just talk about your product all the time.
It is, but it's often not effective. The best social content solves problems, educates, entertains, inspires. It provides value beyond just pitching. Think like a resource, not just a salesperson.
And offer solutions.
Yes, that eco-friendly cleaning brand example was great. They stopped just showing products and started sharing tips on reducing home toxin.
And people responded better.
Way better. More shares, more saves, more genuine interest because it was actually useful information.
And the guide mentions using different formats too.
Yeah, definitely mix it up. Images, yes, but also carousels, short videos, longer videos, stories, polls. Keep it fresh. And video is huge, that HubSpot stat. 72% prefer learning via video. That's significant.
Wow. Okay, video is key.
And don't forget user-generated content. Getting your happy customers to share their experiences, that's gold for building trust. Real social proof.
Love that. Okay, number 5, engage authentically and foster community. So it's not just posting at people.
Definitely not. Social media is, well, social. It needs to be a conversation. Respond to comments, answer DMs, and do it promptly and like a real human.
Not just canned responses.
Please, no. Ask follow-up questions, show you're actually listening. The guide suggests things like live Q&As, using polls to ask for opinions, sparking actual discussion.
Like that Knit and Sip example, they did Ask Me Anything lives.
Yeah, and it wasn't just about getting followers, though, got a 35% bump. It was about building a real, thriving community of people interested in knitting who felt connected to the brand. That's powerful stuff.
It really is. Okay, tip 6, super important. Use analytics and experiment relentlessly. Gotta know if any of this is working.
You absolutely do. It's not post and pray. You need to be looking at your data. Regularly, like weekly is a good start. What content gets engagement? When are people most active? Where are they dropping off?
And looking beyond just likes again.
Yeah, look at engagement rate. Are people commenting, saving, sharing? If your educational posts get tons of saves, maybe your audience wants more of that. The data tells you stories.
And this is where A/B testing comes in, testing little variations.
Exactly. It's like running mini experiments. Try 2 different captions, post the same thing at different times, test different visuals, see what actually performs better. Even small tweaks can make a difference.
So you're constantly learning and refining.
You have to be. Because the platforms change, algorithms shift, new trends pop up. You got to stay curious, keep learning from industry blogs, webinars, whatever works for you.
Makes sense. Tip 7 is about reaching new people. Maximize reach with strategic collaborations. You don't have to build it all alone.
Right. Collaborations can be a great shortcut, especially with micro-influencers, people with maybe 1,000 to 50,000 followers, but a really dedicated, engaged niche audience.
Why micro?
Often their engagement is more authentic, their audience trusts their recommendations more. Find someone whose audience overlaps with yours but isn't a direct competitor.
Like that soap maker and the yoga instructor doing an Instagram giveaway together.
Perfect example. Both reached new, relevant people interested in wellness. It's a win-win, often without a huge budget.
Smart.
And also, don't ignore niche communities. Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, relevant subreddits. If you participate genuinely, offer value, don't just spam links, you can build real credibility and connections there.
Good tip. Okay, number 8. Invest wisely in advertising. Paid ads. Does this have to cost a fortune?
Not at all, especially at first. Start small. Use modest budgets to test your targeting. Test your ad messages. See what resonates before you scale up.
A/B testing again, I assume.
Absolutely. Test your ad copy, test your images or videos. Optimize based on what gets clicks and conversions.
And the guide mentioned retargeting. Advertising to people who already know you a bit.
Yes. Retargeting is super effective. You're reaching a warm audience, people who visited your site or engaged with a post. They're already familiar.
So they're more likely to convert.
Much more likely. That WordStream stat is pretty telling. Facebook retargeting ads can get up to a 76% higher click-through rate. That's huge. It targets people already interested.
Wow, okay. Worth exploring. Tip 9. Prioritize brand consistency and visual identity, looking professional and recognizable.
Super important. You want people to see a post and instantly know it's you. That means having a consistent logo, color scheme, fonts, your whole visual vibe.
Sounds potentially expensive for a startup.
It doesn't have to be. Tools like Canva make creating decent graphics accessible, and you can find affordable designers on platforms like Fiverr for logos and templates. Consistency matters more than complexity here.
And it's not just visuals, right? It's the voice, too.
Exactly. Your brand voice. Are you playful, authoritative, witty, casual? Whatever it is, keep it consistent across all platforms, in your captions, your replies. It builds personality and recognition.
Makes sense. It all feels like it's coming from the same place.
Precisely. Builds trust.
Okay, last one, tip 10. Stay authentic and keep learning. Seems like a good place to end.
It really is. Don't be afraid to share your actual journey as an entrepreneur. The ups, the downs, the behind the scenes stuff. People connect with realness, with authenticity.
Builds rapport.
Totally. And the keep learning part is non-negotiable. Social media, digital marketing, it changes constantly. You have to invest time in staying updated, read blogs, listen to deep dives like this one, take courses, stay sharp.
So wrapping it all up, it seems like social media success isn't random luck. It's about strategy, knowing your audience, delivering value, being real, and learning constantly.
That sums it up pretty well. It's about building genuine connections and providing value, not just chasing numbers. The opportunity online is massive if you approach it thoughtfully.
And hey, remember, you don't need to master all 10 tips overnight. Pick one or two that feel most impactful right now. Start small, measure what you're doing, celebrate those little wins along the way.
Absolutely. Which actually brings up a good closing thought for everyone listening. Thinking about these 10 tips, which one feels like it could give your social media the biggest boost right now? And maybe more importantly, what's one small thing you could do, like today or tomorrow, to start putting that tip into action?